Having anxiety really affected me as an athlete because as athletes we worry enough. We worry whether we're doing well enough, whether we're going to start, whether we're going to even play. And so it really affected me because I always felt like I wasn't enough and I was performing well. I just, my anxiety naturally just took over and I didn't feel like I was doing well enough. So that really messed with me, and in turn I actually started doing really bad with my sport because I was overthinking things, I was losing sleep about it. So it really affected me as an athlete.
In 2014, I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression and an eating disorder. The anxiety and depression kind of dealt with like the eating disorder part, and it was the hardest time, and it is the hardest time of my life to deal with all of this. I think that as an athlete, or in an athlete's mind, you have to think that you have to have this perfect body, that you have to be so in shape, and when in reality you have to be healthy, and I was not healthy at all. It doesn't matter if you're a size 0, it doesn't matter if you're a size 10, as long as you're healthy, that's all that matters. And it definitely put a lot of pressure on me to be small because of my injury, and I couldn't work out, I couldn't do anything for 6 months, and I knew that I gained weight, so I felt like I had to lose it, even though I was just healthy and I didn't need to lose any weight at all.
Dealing with being mildly bipolar was it was tough at times. There's so many ups and downs. Not just with the game of basketball, but just with life in general. Coming in, to practice sometimes feeling down because of what happened at school, or coming up really high because something else in practice bringing you down. It's just dealing with those ups and downs is really tough. There are times in the season. We had our ups and downs. For instance, an away game at Ferrum. That was probably one of my highs of the season, just being a great leader. But then sometimes we had really lows, like when we played at Greensboro and took a loss. I wasn't the best leader I could be because I was too busy dealing with my own issues when I needed to focus on, talking, reaching out to my teammates and my coaches, and just, getting together with them and just being positive instead of being more negative than how I was. So looking back on it, I wish I could have been a lot more just positive, supportive at times than when I was negative because of the ups and downs.
So my sophomore year, I underwent surgery, and I obviously knew that there were going to be physical struggles to overcome, but I wasn't prepared for the mental aspect that I was expected to face. My junior year, that it really took a toll on me, that I really just wasn't where I should be or felt like I should be. And everything that was taking place on the softball field started to overshadow everything else in my life that I was accomplishing. In the classroom, there was nothing that could happen that just made me feel the happiness that I should have been feeling.
Everybody expects athletes to be perfect and their world to be fine, and I had a great experience. I was really fortunate, but as I looked around at all my friends here at Peace, everybody has problems and everybody struggles, and it's really sad to see, and everybody thinks that you have to be perfect and put on this face, but it's okay to go to your coach and talk to them, and it's okay to go to your captain and talk to them, and it's okay to go to Nicole Davis and hear what she has to say and get her to help you as you're struggling. And so I'm just here to tell you that sometimes you're going to be that friend that their friend's going through something or they're having a tough time, and just be there for them and listen to them. And I've been that person my whole college career, and I've been very fortunate that I didn't struggle with any mental health issues, but I think every single one of my close friends in college that was a college athlete did. And being that person can be hard, but I'm just here to tell you that you're such a huge help.
If I had to give a piece of advice to those who are struggling with what I was going through, it would be just to prioritize and just have fun. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself. You know, at the end of the day, it's just a game. You gotta have fun. You gotta, you know, it's fun competing. It's fun, you know, working out with your teammates. It's fun doing things. Just have fun with it.
My biggest piece of advice for any athletes going through any mental health disorder, whether it's diagnosed or not, is to be honest with yourself. I think naturally as humans, it can be embarrassing, it can be scary to not know what's wrong with you, or to know that there's something that you're dealing with that other people aren't, or that isn't the norm. So I think my biggest piece of advice is just be honest, because being honest for me has opened up so many doors, has opened up so many friendships. I'm just glad I did it.
If I could give one piece of advice to someone that's also struggling to overcome an injury, I would say to reach out to your support system, reach out to your family and friends, and if you know someone that's going through this, don't be scared to reach out and talk to them, and allow them to confide in you, because you have no idea the difference that it may make in someone else's life.